Over the garden wall. Just saying that brings a feeling, a strange mixture of comfort and unease. In just 10 short episodes, Cartoon Network delivered one of the most hauntingly beautiful, tightly written, and emotionally satisfying shows ever made. Today, I want to break down why Over the Garden Wall might just be the perfect one season cartoon of all time. One of the most unique things about Over the Garden Wall is its briefly 10 episodes. That's it. In an age where shows get dragged out for multiple seasons until they lose their spark, Over the Garden Wall respects your time, and in return, it leaves a lasting impression. It's like reading a classic fairy tale. You don't need a sequel to Hansel and Gretel. You don't need a prequel to Little Red Riding Hood. These stories are meant to be short, sharp, and meaningful. And that's exactly what Over the Garden Wall delivers. At its core, this show is about two brothers. Wirt, the older brother, an anxious, overthinking teenager, insecure and unsure of his place in the world. He embodies the struggle we all feel, being afraid to step forward, afraid of failure, afraid of rejection. And Greg, his younger brother, the exact opposite. Greg is pure innocence, unshakable optimism, and childlike wonder. He's silly, he's imaginative, he's fearless in ways only kids can be. Together, they balance each other perfectly. Wirt is caution, Greg is the courage. Their relationship is the emotional anchor of the entire show. And then there's Beatrice, a talking bluebird with sharp wit and even sharper sarcasm. At first, she seems like just comic relief, but as her backstory unfolds, we see she's carrying guilt and secrets of her own. And finally, the Beast. The shadow lurking in the woods, rarely seen, but always felt. He's not just a villain, he's a presence. He embodies despair, hopelessness, and the temptation to give up. If the characters are the heart, then the scenery is the soul. Every frame of Over the Garden Wall looks like a painting ripped straight out of an early 1900s Americana. Sepia tones, autumn leaves, lantern light cutting through dark forest. It feels like old folklore brought to life. You can almost smell the crunchy leaves, the candle wax, and the wood smoke in the air. The show perfectly captures the fall atmosphere, the bittersweet feeling of the year coming to an end, of warmth clashing with the cold. Each episode feels like stepping into a different folktale, a creepy tavern filled with strange caricatures, a harvest town that dances with skeletons, a mansion with secrets hidden in the shadows. It's whimsical but also unsettling, like looking at a children's storybook that's just a little too old, a little too frayed. On the surface, Over the Garden Wall is simple. Two brothers lost in a strange forest, trying to find their way home. Along the way, they meet bizarre characters, face the real challenges, and try to escape the looming presence of the Beast. But underneath, it's about growing up, about facing fear, about learning responsibility. Wirt has to stop running from his problems. Greg, the eternal optimist, has to learn that even innocence carries consequences, and together they must navigate the unknown, a place that feels like it exists between life and death, childhood and adulthood, hope and despair. And that's why the show resonates so deeply. It's not just a spooky adventure, it's a metaphor for the struggles we all face when we're lost, whether in the woods or in life itself. What makes Over the Garden Wall timeless is its themes. It doesn't shy away from darkness, it talks about death, regret, mistakes, and the weight of growing up. But it also shines with hope, forgiveness, and love. The Beast whispers despair into the ears of the lost souls, but Greg and Wirt prove that even in the darkest forest, even when things seem hopeless, the human spirit can endure. And that's what makes the ending so powerful. Without spoiling too much, it's not about escaping the unknown. It's about choosing to keep going, choosing hope, choosing to live. So, why is Over the Garden Wall the perfect one-season cartoon? Because it knows exactly what it wants to be. It tells its story beautifully, completely, and then it ends. No filler, no dragging things out, just pure concentrated artistry. It leaves you satisfied, but also a little haunted. It lingers in your mind like a half-remembered dream, and that's the point. If it had gone on longer, it would have lost its magic, but in just 10 episodes, it crafted an unforgettable journey, one that people return to every autumn, like a ritual, like a story passed down around a fire. Over the Garden Wall isn't just a cartoon. It's a modern folktale, a meditation on life, death, and everything in between. It's funny, it's scary, it's heartfelt, and it's beautiful. And in just one season, it proves that sometimes the shortest stories leave the deepest marks. So if you haven't watched it yet, light a lantern, brew some tea, wrap yourself in a blanket, and step into the unknown. You won't regret it.